You guys seem to love it, so I'm going to be doing more Clash of Elite videos, and today we're going to be talking about Kiyotaka Ayanokouji, the MC of Clash of Elite, and why I like him so much. He's my favorite character, and I don't really do top 10s like that because I think they can constantly change, but if I were to do a top 10, I'd say he's around 6. In terms of my list, he's probably the only one that isn't a mainstream MC that's on there. But I think he's pretty different compared to a lot of my favorites. A lot of mine include Aaron, Luffy, probably Ichigo, Asta, and Deku. And when you look at them, what do they have in common? Their goal, well, that's one thing, but not really, but you guys get what I mean. They have a goal, and it's usually about the same thing. They were born weak, and they want to get strong in order to achieve their goal. Aaron, he became a Titan. Luffy, he got the Gum Gum Fruit. Haki, Ichigo became a Soul Reaper. Then we have Asta, has anti-magic. Deku, all for one. And then in order to achieve their goals, what was it? Aaron, to save humanity. Luffy, king of the pirates. Wizard King for Asta, to be and protect his friends. I was about to say the wrong one, but Ichigo's to protect his friends, and then Deku, his is to be the world's greatest hero. I think I might have, I don't know if I said him already, but Ayanokoji is a bit different. He was born strong, he's smart, he's considered handsome among the guys in his class. So he's, you could dare say, perfect, but in terms of what he wants, he doesn't necessarily want all that. He wants to be a normal high school student and experience a normal life. Because when you look at him, he was born in the White Room. That was, you could dare say, probably like a lab, a government facility, something along those lines. And Ayanokoji didn't experience and have a normal childhood. I remember, I think it was book 7.5 when he was meeting with Ruin. He had snow on his head, and Ruin was like, "Ninja, what are you doing?" And he's like, he wanted to experience snow because it's the first time he saw it. You want to get all that. So somebody who's never seen snow, and I believe there was a scene in the anime where there was this boy in the White Room. I don't know if he was having a panic attack, if he was having a heart attack, he was dying, choking or something. I don't know. But he ended up like curling over and like was in pain, and Ayanokoji just looked at him. And so I don't know if that's Ayanokoji just his personality or because of the White Room he was built like that and made like that. And so it showcased that in that room that you really had no emotion and you didn't have yourself of an identity. And in order to live a normal life, Ayanokoji, he puts limits on himself. He holds himself back mentally and physically. He halved his entrance exam grades. I know during the sports festival, so he wouldn't have to participate in certain stuff. He would get less on the race. He would also hold back in the grip strength test and a lot of other things. And Ayanokoji, he's considered top 5 in terms of look in his class. But the only thing, and he would probably be higher if his personality was a little bit better, a little bit standoffish. But the more we get into the books, the more people are starting to notice him and starting to try to get with him. So that's very interesting. And then there's also the main question that he wants to know: is society fair, or is society just or not? That's something that we have need to be answered. And I think I'm going to do a video on that in the future. Stay tuned. Might go in depth. You might take some real world and fuse it with Clash Royale. I don't know. It just all depends. If you guys want to see it, let me know in the comment section below. I like how Ayanokoji operates. He reminds me of somebody who's chaotic good. I'd say the stuff he does, it has good intentions, right, for his friends. However, the methods he goes around it, I'd say he's tiptoeing on the line of being a villain. Just like when you look at Harita, he wants her to notice her flaws. What is her flaw? Is that she tries to do everything by herself, tries to be alone, doesn't think she needs friends or allies, so he's trying to get her to notice that. Karuzawa, how she let the past dictate how she acts now, and why she needs to let go of her past and move on as a person. And so, like I said, I think you could say Ayanokoji tiptoes on being a villain, and he's very cunning. And the villains, I love my anime villains. Give me Madara, Pain, Dofi. Where I'd say if you had to compare Ayanokoji to a villain, give me, probably he'd be in the Manipulator side, or somebody that goes and messes with your mind. I'd say probably Aizen, the best anime villain of all time. Probably also, if I had to say, Ashkalat, I think he would be in that group as well. And I'd probably like Yagami. Those are the type of people or the type of personality I think that Ayanokoji has. the different things he does, like I said, he's cunning, he uses trickery, deception, he uses physical force, he does all that type of stuff. But it's not necessarily just for his personal gain, it's for others to realize their potential and what they really have to be. And also, I feel like Ayanokoji, he, like I said, he just wants to live a normal high school life. He wants friends, he wants experience of a normal person. And so I like the fact that romance is included in this because, one, it's in high school. And one thing I like about anime, it's realistic and unrealistic at the same time. Like, for example, you could take Luffy stretching himself, that's unrealistic. But him crying, breaking down, having emotion, character development, that's realistic. So I feel like with different romances in this high school environment, it's very interesting. Like, I think in book 7.5, we had Sato. She tried to confess to him, and he was like, I don't know, we should just be friends. She got upset. But what I like about it, Ayanokoji, he's like, well, she seems like a nice girl. I could probably have a lot of fun with her. But she can't be what I need. She can't be my partner, my right hand. She can't do the 30 things that I think I need her to do. Because he's like, he asked Kawazawa, do you think that she'd be able to do that? She's like, no, because of course she's not. And how would she look at him differently knowing that he's the type of guy that he is? He didn't lie to her. He just didn't show her his full personality. So he needs somebody like that. Where I don't know if that'll be Kawazawa, if that'll be Ichinose, Sakura. Well, definitely not Sakura. Oh my goodness, she can't do nothing. But definitely Ichinose or Kawazawa. Or I don't know if Sato still goes for. I don't know who he goes with. But Ayanokoji is the type of guy, he wants to experience everything love has to offer. A girlfriend, a partner, go on dates, love, make love, all that type of stuff. Just everything love has to offer, and I love that about him. In my chapter reviews, I am going to be changing how I edit them a little bit in the future. And the next one won't come out to March because that's when the book comes out. But in the chapter reviews, I call him one thing, Scheming Yakoji, right? Because he schemes from behind the scenes. And Yakoji is a manipulator and a puppet master and a schemer all in one. So usually throughout the book, during the beginning, we get the problem or like what has to be done, the special test or the event, whatever. And then in the middle of the book, there's like problems or complications that happen in his class. And then Ayanokoji has to come out and save everybody. And he ends up doing that in the end, relieving and showcasing what he did and what his scheme is. Which is why I call him Scheming Yakoji. And this is the reason why I don't really like book 8 that much, because he didn't do anything special because he was trying to back up, but now he's forced to go back into Scheming Yakoji mode, playing from behind the scenes. I think my favorite has to be either the island test in book 3 or in book 4 with the Zodiacs. And I like that he's behind the scenes, but at the same time I don't. I think it's cool, but I want people to know who their enemy is and what they have to fear, which is why I like how Saganaki threatened expulsion, because Ayanokoji's not going to take a step back. And in book 10, we're going to see them go head to head. She challenged him. And one thing that is scary though, how people will react, because there's some people that know his secret. It's kind of like telephone, right? When you say something, right, and it gets passed around, it's going to get missed in translation. And so I feel like they're going to think that he's like a really bad guy when he's not. But like the way he goes about stuff is really difficult. So that's something complex about him. But there's a lot of people that know who he is from when the start of the book. Harita, Kushida, I believe Hirata, Koenji, Ichinose, Saganaki, Kawazawa. I think those are the only people where there's more and more people like Sakura, even his friends in the Ayanokoji group. I know Ruin knows, Ibuki, and a few others. And there's just some people that are keeping their eye on him and know there's something special about him. So I wonder when his secret will finally be out. But to conclude, the difference in Ayanokoji is that he's born basically perfect, physically, mentally. He has it all. He just doesn't want that, and he wants to experience the normal life of a kid, where other MCs, they're born weak, born losers, born inferior, and they're trying to raise to the top to become somebody. So that's why I like the difference in Ayanokoji and not. And I also like that he's an MC with a little bit of conniving side to him and a little bit of cunning. He reminds me of a slippery fox. But let me know how you guys feel about Ayanokoji, and if there's a character that you would like for me to go more in depth about, let me know in the comment section below. I definitely will do that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. It's on the screen in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.